Example 3. Combining two translations. So in other words, we're going to have a shift up and down and left and right, probably. So we're going to have horizontal and vertical translation. So how is the graph of y equals x plus 2 cubed minus 4 obtained from the graph of y equals x cubed by a horizontal translation followed by a vertical translation? So let's have a look at that. Question A. We have, what do these two, or how are these translations done? Well, if you think about the order of operations, we're going to be doing the one in the bracket first. However, we've already talked about the fact that if we have two perpendicular, so horizontal, vertical, obviously perpendicular, if they are applied to the graph, the order does not matter. So it doesn't really matter which one we do, but let's have a look. So if we want to shift the graph to the left, if we had y equals x cubed and we shifted it to the left, so let's go shifting y equals x cubed left 2 units gives y equals x cubed plus 2. So that's shifting it to the left. Oops, sorry, x plus 2, boom, boom, all cubed, that's better. So that has shifted the x cubed to the left. All right. If we then want to shift that down, so shifting y equals x plus 2 cubed down 4, that would give us, so if we shifted it down 4, you'd have the y plus 4, but let's go, that would give us y equals x plus 2 cubed minus 4. Okay, so that minus 4 shifts us down 4. All right. So now we've got a table of values here that we're going to fill in. So we are just going to fill in with the stuff we've got on the left. So minus 64, minus 27, minus 8, minus 1, 0, 1. And if I added a 2 there, I'd have 8. Okay. X plus 2 all squared. So we add 2, then cube it. So we're going to have minus 8, minus 1, 0, 1, 8, 27, and 64. And then we've got the one with the final translation with the minus 4 as well. We get minus 12, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, 4, 23, and 60. So that's what it looks like. All right. Now we've got to sketch them together with the intermediate graph. So that's why we've got all three. So we've got all the graphs of all the ones we've done. So what do we get? We have got a lot of graphs here to graph. So let's start with red. That'll do. So the first one, minus 64, minus 27. We're not really going to graph them. We don't really have them on there. So what have we got? We've got from minus 4 up to 2. So obviously minus 4, it's too far away, but we can sort of graph there. So from minus 2, we've got minus 8. Put one there. Minus 1, we've got minus 1, which will be about there. 0, 0, which is there. Then we've got 1, 1, which is about there, and 2, 8, which is about there. All right, so this is going to kind of look like that. It's not a great drawing, but it'll do. Then the next one, so the blue one. So first one I did in red. This one I'll do in blue, and the last one I'll do in green, just so we can see them all. All right, the blue one. We're starting off, okay, so minus 4, we can actually have our minus 8 there. That's awesome. Then we've got at minus 3, it's minus 1. So it's about there. And minus 2 is 0. So we're going through that one. And then what do we got? Minus 1, no, where am I? Minus 1, 1, which is about there. And then 0, 8. So it's going through there. Now, this is our intermediate one there. It's not the final one. We had the original equation, which is our x cubed, and then we had the one with the 2 translations. So this is technically our intermediate. So what we'll do is we'll just make it a dotted line, because that's our intermediate translation. So we moved it across to the left, and then we're going to shift it down. Okay, so that you can see it's gone across to the left 2 units. And the next one, we're going to move it down 4 units. So at -4, we're at -12, which will be down here somewhere. Then at -3, we are at -5, which will be about there. Stop that, about there. Then at -2, we're at -4, which is about there, which means I'll shift that one down a little bit. Then at -1, we're at -3, which is about there. Stop that. And then at 0, we are at 4, which is there. And then at 2, we are at 1, we're at 23, so we're starting to head up here. So this one will look a lot like that. It's not a great graph, but you start to get the point. So what have we done? This time we've moved across, and now we've moved down the 4. So that is the 3 graphs, the green and the red. Well, the red is the original, the green is the one after it's been shifted left, and down, sorry, shifted left 2 units and down 4 units. All right. Question D, perform this by a vertical translation followed by a horizontal translation. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at y equals x cubed, and we're going to move it down 4, which would be y equals x cubed minus 4. Then we want to move it to the left. So we want y equals x cubed minus 4. And we want to move it left 2. Okay. And so we still get -4. There we go. So we still get the same thing. We're done. The whole point of that was just to show that we can do both and in any order.